Hello everybody, welcome to my annual 12 Days of Christmas message. So this year I had grand plans of recording 12 different messages from Stargazer Ranch where we live and sharing all sorts of little insights about like little things like related to like chickens or sunrises or the garden or whatever, little things. And then it came down to it and I didn't want to do it. I just did not want to do it. And so I thought, you know what I really want to do is I just want to give you my 12 days of Christmas. This is a hit list of 12 things from my heart to you to help you think about what can you do as you're really working on building your executive presence. And to me, executive presence isn't just about commanding the room. This is not just about, hey, okay, I'm in the boardroom and I want to speak up well and I want things to go great. Yes, those things are wonderful and they are important. But also there's some really critical things I think sometimes it gets overlooked when it comes to building your executive presence that is related to yourself, your mindset. How are you doing? How is your body feeling? How are your mental capacity? All those kinds of things, okay? And this is not to say that taking a class and getting a certification somewhere is a bad thing. I'm not saying that. All I'm simply saying is that sometimes what we need to do is we need to recognize these little things that can make a huge difference for us in improving ourselves. And so let me share with you these 12 days of Christmas little tidbits that I have for you that are going to help you as you're moving into the new year. And so I did not go to ChatGPT and say, give me a list. What I did is I grabbed my notebook and I wrote them down. And these are things in no particular order, just coming straight from my heart to you. So first of all, of the 12 days of Christmas, number one is have compassion for yourself first. Okay, what I mean by this is, listen, you cannot have compassion for other people. You cannot go and do all the things for all the other people if you don't first have compassion for yourself. So if you've been struggling, if you've been hurting with things like emotionally struggling, like maybe your marriage is super difficult and you're like trying to keep it together at work and just like you're having a hard time. You need to have compassion for yourself, you guys. And if you don't have compassion first, the rest of it's going to be really hard to go and do things for other people. Secondly, take care of your body with eating well. I promise you, if you pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth, it's going to make a big difference for you in the long run. That is the case again and again and again for me and for so many people that I know. I am not a nutritionist, okay? I am not a doctor. I am not a dietitian, all this. I am not that person. But what I do know is that when I eat well and I eat right, I always feel better. I always do. And things just kind of go better. So keep that in mind before you go and shove that next donut down your throat. Just saying. Number 3, rest and naps are essential. Holy macaroni. Yes, they are. Oh man, I have taken more naps in the last 6 months. I am 51 years old right now. I've taken more naps in the last 6 months than I have, I think, in my whole life collectively before that. Naps, you guys, they are totally, completely essential, right? And so underrated. So I'll go to bed at a reasonable hour. Number 4, retail therapy is therapy. Retail therapy is therapy. And I'm not kidding. Sometimes you just need to go buy the thing. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. Recently, my husband and I celebrated a wedding anniversary. We went to this cute little town, this old historic town. And I went to this boutique and I saw this gorgeous cranberry colored dress. And I'm like, I really want that dress. I bought the dress. I'm very much looking forward to wearing the dress. It was around Christmas time. I was like, oh, I probably should be like, oh, husband, do you want to give me this dress as a present? Or, you know, you're going to have the daughter give it to me. No. I just want to buy the dress. So, and it felt good. It feels really good. Okay? So don't underestimate. Okay? Retail therapy is therapy. Number 5, determine what fun is for you and then do it. So what's fun for you? Okay? Like, what's fun? What do you love to do? What brings you joy and delight? And then go do it. I think there's a lot of adults who just don't determine what fun is. They default to, oh, this is my kid's hobby. I'm going to support them. Or this is what my spouse wants to do or my partner or whatever. What's your idea of fun? What do you want to do? Okay. And then go do that. I think that that's really important. Number 6, travel alone. This year, I had an opportunity to go to a business retreat with my mastermind, and I was traveling alone to get to the destination. So it left the husband and the daughter at home and went and had a fantastic time. And I loved like experiencing people and things along the way. In fact, I was going through the Dallas airport and I saw this really great sign that talked about pardon our construction. And I did a video about that. And so, cause the message hit me so much, like, yeah, like please pardon me. But I'm pretty convinced that if I was traveling with my husband and my daughter, I don't think I would have seen the sign. So travel alone. And pay attention to the stuff that's showing up for you as you're traveling alone. Number 7, be open to the unexpected and look for miracles. Be open to it. Pay attention and see what's going on. Just look for the miracles, you guys. It's amazing. I have a friend who journals about the miracles that he sees. So cool. Okay. Number 8, clean and purge your space. Okay. So every time I take just a couple of minutes to just like clean out my purse or my wallet or a drawer on my desk or a shelf in my office bookshelf or something like that. It just feels good. It's like, I just feel queen of the world. Because what it does is you're getting rid of stuff that you don't need. You might find something that you thought you lost. That's totally happened to me before, right? Okay. And I'm a pretty organized person. All right. And so anyhow, just purge something. All right, that's your number 8. Number 9, have something to look forward to. So science shows that anticipation of going and doing something is almost more fun than doing the thing itself. Seriously, look into it. So, yeah, have something to look forward to, right? Is there a trip coming up, right? Something you want to do. I don't know, whatever it is. Have something to look forward to. And once you accomplish that thing, like find something else to look forward to. All right. Number 10, you're allowed to change your mind. Okay. I'm over here. Like I told you, I was going to do this big old deal with 12 days of Christmas and all these videos and the whole bit. And I had like all this stuff I was going to do. One about like cats and one about the dog and one about sunrises and about the trees wintering in the garden. I changed my mind. I'm like, I don't know. I'm good. But you're allowed to change your mind. And people will be like, oh, but you have to do this certain amount of consistency with content, blah, 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 blah. No, you can change your mind. Okay. I'm not talking about just changing your mind about content creation. I'm saying like in general in life, you can change your mind. It's okay. And if something you said no to before, you're like, actually, I kind of want to do that. All right. It's okay. It's all right. Or if you said yes to something, you get into it, you're like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do this. You can change your mind. Okay. That's your number 10. Number 11, hobbies are helpful. Have a hobby. So my mom just retired. God bless her soul. She moved in with us and we're going through it. We're having a grand time. And she is struggling to have like a new identity. The woman needs hobbies. And we're just talking about this. And I was thinking about how important it is for me to have hobbies. And I have hobbies. There's been some things I've done a deep dive on this year, like neuro drawing. I love it. And gardening. Love it. Okay. But have a hobby. And then do the hobby. Don't just buy the stuff for the hobby. Do the thing. Okay. All right. And number 12, progress on what you're building is always good, even if sometimes it just seems small. And I'm not kidding. A little bit of progress every day will make a difference. You hear people say things like, oh, 1% improvement. I'm doing so much better, right? You get to the end of the year, like if I improve just like 1% more, yeah, like it's going to make a difference. If you've ever like trained to do anything physically, that's totally what's going to happen, right? And so finishing up our 12 days of Christmas message here in regards to this whole idea of progress on what you're building is always a good idea. I am building out our compost because I love to garden. If you saw any of my videos from this year, you know that I love to be in the garden. So here's compost. Just sits on my kitchen counter. And when it gets full, I take it out to the compost. Let me show you what's going on with the compost. Okay, here's a compost. Pretty simple structure, just built with these 2x4s. Not 2x4s, hello. Built with these pallets, okay? So I got this little stuff here, and I just dump it in, okay? That little amount of stuff It's not very much. I don't know. It's like a half gallon worth or something like that. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but over time, look at all this stuff that's being accumulated in here. Okay? Lots and lots of stuff. So what am I doing? I'm building up my compost because I know it's going to make a difference for my garden in the long run, right? Versus just throwing this stuff out. Same thing for you. What is this something that you're working toward? Pick that one major thing and make a small little bits of progress towards it. And if one of those things for you is you really want to have a much stronger and better career, you want to build that executive presence, you want to really command the room, please come join me in the Build Guild. This is where I'm helping tech professionals to really know what it is that they want to build and then to build to it. So we're getting to things like your personal brand, your thought leadership, how to network inside of the company, which looks different than networking outside of the company, okay? And so all sorts of different kinds of things to help you really build that executive presence that you want to have. I'm here for you guys. I love seeing people really grow and develop in their executive presence. So let's do that for you. And thank you for joining me for this year's 12 Days of Christmas. From my heart to yours, I send you guys so much love and so much joy for the new year ahead. All right, my friends, get out there and build.